So this is mid-December when I'm editing this, and this video is a long overdue from April from my trip to Copenhagen. I was reading some journal entries from the time and started watching the clips all over again, and they just make me so genuinely happy and
17 feels like so long ago. I've shed my skin.
Thank you so much.
Several times. I still don't know if old
It was
ones
good, it was
grow
late.
back. All I know is I sure hope they don't. I've watched the season pass about 1,000 times, 1,000 more. Still yet to meet my eyes and know things I should.
First day, everything being very unplanned, we decided to go to the city, and I met my school friend who just recently moved to Copenhagen for uni. We decided to go to the most Instagrammable place. I don't want to butcher the name. This cemetery and for the cherry blossom. Very pretty, the kind you see on a Japanese or Korean movie. After taking good amount of pictures, we sat on the ground to catch up on life abroad, new experiences, dreams. And it was very warm under the sun.
Was it just like you had before? Savior pulled from an open mouth. Did you want to be something?
Anyway, this was my second time visiting Copenhagen, and everyone told me how lucky I was to come during this warm weather, and yeah, it felt like the city had awakened up from a very long dark night. Everyone came outside. The Danes are very good at doing this thing called hygge, which means staying indoor and enjoying the coziness, but when it's this sunny and warm, it's illegal to stay inside. And actually it was so crowded everywhere that people who are living here for years were like, it's the most people they saw outside in a while.
I'm sure that someone will draw it.
You can feel the positivity and happiness shimmering along with the sunshine. We walked around Newhan and sat there for a bit.
Things that don't wash away.
Such a nice day.
Keep you surrounded me.
You guys always make this better day before. Everyday mornings usually would start with some South Indian breakfast, thanks to my host. Not saying this because I'm South Asian, but I genuinely do believe that we are probably the warmest and the kindest in terms of hospitality. Every day after the slow mornings, usually based on the vibe and options and the weather, we used to spontaneously decide what to do during the day, and for this day we went to the Copenhagen Sakura festival. They had so many shops of handmade accessories, bonsai plant, cafe and booths related to Japan and Japanese culture, and hobbies like manga and anime. Also sumo wrestling games. And a very dedicated main stage featuring Japanese cultural performances. It was an absolute banger. I loved the vibe and the energy, experiencing a little bit of Japan in Denmark.
veg. This is not veg, I think.
On this day, we spent a couple of hours of the day at the Botanical Garden. This outdoor museum is also a part of the Natural History Museum of Denmark, holding the largest collection of living plants from all over the world. We couldn't unfortunately visit the Palm House as it was closed that day, but we walked around quite a lot around the garden. For me, it was a treat for the eyes with so much of nature, very peaceful and relaxing, something we absolutely needed. After the Botanical Garden, we went to the city, walked around a bit and got some lunch. Must be surprising, but Copenhagen was actually the first place ever where history and art museums sparked my interest back in 2021. I was lucky enough to be here on the day of their yearly cultural night, and all of the museums were almost free to visit with a pass. I took that chance and kind of fell in love with the vibes of the museums, also learning history of the cities. So before taking my flight back to Budapest, we decided to visit the National Gallery of Copenhagen. I felt quite sad to leave Copenhagen. I felt a lucky girl to be so well treated both of the times, and would love to go back there in every possible opportunity I can have in the future. Until then,